Hey guys, welcome back for another quick daily Bible reading. Today I'm going to be reading in Nehemiah chapter 3. Now, I was going to skip this chapter and just continue on with what's actually happening, but I think it's important to read this because it shows all the people that helped and who they were and what part of the gate and the wall that they helped to rebuild. And I think it's important to read this because it shows that all these people were willing to put their hand to this work. Now, not everybody helped, and I think that's important to note as well, but I think it is good to see the amount of people who were willing to help and what section they worked on and how dedicated they were to do this work. It says, Eliashib, the high priest and his fellow priests went to work and rebuilt the sheep gate. They dedicated it and set its doors in place, building as far as the Tower of the 100, which they dedicated as far as the Tower of Hananel. The men of Jericho built the adjoining section, and Zakur, son of Imri, built next to them. The fish gate was rebuilt by the sons of Hassenaah. They laid its beams and put its doors and bolts and bars in place. Meremoth, son of Uriah, the son of Hekaz, repaired the next section. Next to him, Meshullam, son of Berechiah, the son of Meshezabel, made repairs, and next to him, Zadok, son of Bana, also made repairs. The next section was repaired by the men of Tekoa, but their nobles would not put their shoulders to the work under their supervisions. The Jeshan gate was repaired by Joiada, son of Paseah, and Meshullam, son of Besoidah. They laid its beams and put its doors and bolts and bars in place. Next to them, repairs were made by the men from Gibeon and Mizpah. Meltiah of Gibeon and Jadon of Meremoth, places under the authority of the governor of Trans-Euphrates. Uzziel, son of Hariah, one of the goldsmiths, repaired the next section, and Hananiah, one of the perfume makers, made repairs next to that. They restored Jerusalem as far as the broad wall. Now, as you see, a lot of people were putting their hands to the work, but it said that some of the nobles did not do any work. What I think it's important to note is, even if you're doing something alone, there were people helping in this, but even if you're doing something completely alone, that does not mean that you stop. You continue on and you put your hands to that work. And it could be that God is sending someone to help you with that. People may see you and be encouraged and decide to join in. Now, these people, when Nehemiah gave them the word that this is what they're doing, they went to work and they did the work. And they all worked together to rebuild what needed to be rebuilt. Now, think about if we all came together and did the work that God is asking us to do, to be disciples, to be repairers of the breach. In Matthew, it talks about the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. If we all put our hands to this labor, if we all put our hands to this work, each one teach one and grab somebody else and bring them into the fold in the knowledge and the understanding and teaching of the word of Jesus Christ, this world could be such a better place. We could repair the things that are happening in this world. We are the answer to the problems of this world. And if we all put our hands to the work, then things could be better. And that's just what I want to encourage you with today. Even if no one is helping you, you start. You start the work and others can come along and help once they're encouraged by you. You don't know what you're out here or who you're out here to touch, but if you start the work, we can all do this together. You guys have a nice day.